Hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer RC. I am at an unmarked location, but what this is Jesus is Lord Gym in Orleans, Ontario. A new racing program here. It's called GFX Racing, and it's Mini Z, and it's a brand new RCP track, whatever the newest foam is. And I don't know if they're in the quals or the mains or what area they're in, but they are racing right now. Hi. What up? Hey guys. Are you in the quals or the mains? Quals. Q3. Q3.
The top drivers are
so yeah, this is a brand new track. It's approximately 4 kits. Huge track layout. And they're going to be racing this maybe every other weekend, I believe. Check the schedule. If you want to find this stuff, where you find this stuff is on Facebook. So you find GFX Racing on Facebook, and then you can find out when the schedule is and when they're going to race here. And this is a new big Mini Z area. Here's the man who set it up. Chris, how's it going today?
Good, you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Do you have enough to run the opens?
It's me and Steve.
You? Well, two is better than one. So you're going to do it?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We have Ashton has one. He's waiting on his speed control.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people have ordered them. Yeah, so a lot of people have ordered these Atomics, and they're just waiting on parts to get enough to start doing this locally in the Ottawa, Orleans area. Oh, you got 2 of them now?
Yep. One's for 3,500 and the other is mod.
Oh, wow.
65.
Wow, cool. This is AAA Superstock. They are allowing Lexan shells in AAA, but so it's basically it's a Kyosho Evo chassis, brushless, or you can still run the mod brushed motor, but they are now allowing Lexan shells and non-Kyosho tires as far as I know. I think you can run the Marcas in this. So yeah, you can run the Marca tires in AAA now. Yeah, this pink Porsche that I'm tracking is Chris Cleary, which is he's actually running Steve Dempsey's old Evo. I think it's an MR03 Evo Special Edition red chassis, which is pretty cool.
I like his body. His body looks really good.
The copper to black fade?
Oh yeah, and the silver.
Yeah. Oh, there's silver. The silver one is the R8, right? Is that what we're talking? Yeah. But that's a hard body, right? He's the only one running a hard body?
Oh,
this R8?
The one over there.
The other one, the copper front.
Yeah, Mike's running a hard body.
Yeah. But these two are Lexan, the copper to black. But there's silver on it too, you said? It's hard to see from here.
What was it? Jeff just got in like 12 Lexan bodies.
Okay. Well, if they're gonna allow it, I guess I should do it. It is a major advantage to get the lighter body for sure. So.
Yeah, you got to add weight to your car though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to counteract the weight that you lost from the hard body. Oh. Stick underneath. And now you're a track magnet. The car weighs the same, but all the weight is underneath your frame. Because I'm running this body with a whole bunch of holes in it.
Mm-hmm. This is your Evo?
Yeah.
A lot of yellow on this. Yellow springs, all matchy, yellow paint, yellow springs.
I literally just bought this spring when I was a little bit inebriated, and just so it would match all the other stuff.
It does
I'm
look
a little
good.
bit sad about the red posts.
You can print some yellow posts, can't you?
They're too small. There's something with 3D printing called layer adhesion.
Yeah.
And until they can start weaving the layers, it's just going to be. They'll solve it. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of.
Yeah, there's a fidelity problem. I asked for someone to print me like a gear or pinion or something for something, and they couldn't do it because it was it's not enough fidelity yet in the printing.
Yeah. I could print gears. I've printed gears about this tall that were functional.
These were for, what were they going to be for? Something really small, like a mini 4-wheel drive or a Mini Z or something.
You got to buy a finer needle as well. So I have like the finest needle that works before the printer decides to have a stroke.
Yeah, okay.
And
yeah, this body's nice, this Lexan shell. It's very much a 10 scale touring car scaled down, like exactly. It's pretty neat. It looks almost exactly like my 10 scale touring car. Pretty neat. Dean Boudreau still rocking the illegal bodies here with
So
missing
I
parts.
glued it back in, and it broke like the second lap somebody hit me.
I was just looking at this thing. This is a Buggy that with a weird ass end on it. Kind of cool. So yeah, going to Lexan is going to be a big competitive advantage. I guess I got to do it. The rules don't like. Anyway, it's kind of becoming what people want versus what the rules explicitly say. So just go to the club, figure out what is allowed. Because if you read the rules exactly, it says for AAA you're not allowed to use Lexan, but everywhere is. Kingston is. And now we've started to allow it here too, so I think we're kind of just going with kind of group consensus versus exactly what the rules say. So just be aware of that if you're looking to get into this. There might be some modifications to the rules based on each group. All right, so this is the two-wheel drive open. This is the rear-wheel drive Atomics. What's the chassis name for this, Chris? MRX Masters Edition. With a Hobby Wing power system, right?
Yeah.
What kV?
This one's 35.
3,500 kV. That's all, eh? It's fast. It feels like, it sounds like a low kV because with the Evos you can get them up to like 8,500 kV. So man, this thing's cooking on 3,500. But the difference on these is that you're running LiPo power. So this has a little 2S LiPo in it. It is really, when you look at them, it is a touring car in a super miniaturized 28 scale form. Fast cars zipping around the track. So locally we've only got 2 of these operational, but this track is just getting started. This is literally their first race weekend ever. So there's 2 operational cars in the two-wheel drive open today, but I expect that there will be a lot more in the future as people get more into 28 scale open racing.
Goes down so they're not sticking.
So we're just talking about Chris is out because he just broke his servo, so that is a weak point on these new chassis, is because it's a direct link servo as well as the axles stick out of the front. You can catch it on the boards and then it kind of snaps the gears inside the servos. Is that kind of what happens?
Yeah, you can get a lower offset, which helps too. If you go to a -1 on the wheel, it'll push it in more.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Go fast problems. Looks good though. Uh-oh, I guess you're the winner in two-wheel drive open today. Look at all the goodies, all the bits. I like the battery management system he's got going on here. That's kind of neat. This is the pink Porsche that I was tracking around earlier. So this is the red MR03 Evo, I believe. With this one is a Lexus hardbody for his box stock, and this one is a Porsche Lexan for AAA Superstock, where again, I'm mentioning it again, they are allowing Lexan and AAA here now, even though it's not in the rules. So if I want to compete in AAA now, I've really got to kind of figure out what I want to do, because I'm on an LM, because I had chose to buy an LM car. So my LM is 105 millimeters long. If I want to run a Lexan shell, I'm going to have to shorten up the wheelbase and go back to a touring car style wheelbase, because they only make those Lexan shells for the 98 millimeter, 94, 98 millimeter. So I would need to convert mine back to a touring car spec versus a Le Mans spec. Buy the different size wheels and tires, and go to a Lexan shell, and then I should be able to get back into kind of the A and the B mains again. I just went and ran my local race on Wednesday, and since all these guys have been racing for the last 2 months and I haven't in Mini Z, I sorted into the C main. It was a sad showing. I didn't record it. I was just there for some fun. So yeah, if you want to keep up with these guys, you got to keep coming out. Chris is ripping. Whoa! I get a little spinny on full power into the corners, that's for sure. But this track is, I don't know how long it takes to run in one of these tracks if the traction essentially builds over time, but all this track is very, very new.
The top drivers are Chris, Steve,
So after they run a couple of full big race events on it, I'm sure it'll get a nice run in. All right, box stock, qual 4 just starting up. Lauren's staged up, waiting on some other drivers. The thing that I like about the box stock is the fully realistic auto scale hard bodies with nice paint, more details than the Lexan shell. I do prefer the look of the hard bodies. These are all C8 Corvettes. Oh no, this one, the gray is a C7. 2 C8s and a C7. See, the box stocks track pretty well. They got good speed, but they don't necessarily always go in the exact direction that you're pointing them. That's what we were just talking to another racer about his box stock, and he's quitting for the day just because he can't get it to go where he wants it to. They tend to get a mind of their own after a while, and sometimes it's very hard to find where the problem is, on why they start darting off in a weird direction. But that's all part of racing Mini Z, is you got to figure it out. Do your builds. You're allowed to make very minor changes on a box stock Mini Z, but they do make a difference on what you can do to really help it stay on track.
1 minute left.
The other thing is, on the smooth side of the carpet, it is more likely that you get traction rolls and rollovers, so you do need the marshal in Mini Z. After you race, you marshal. Even though you are allowed to run reverse, since we've switched to a new track with the smooth side, if you start really pushing it in the corners, you will flip over. Oh, nice crash! And that's where you need the marshal, is in case you're upside down. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to come here for, is just to show this new track, this new place. Again, this is the Jesus is Lord Church in Orleans, Ontario, but not the main church. This is their Site B. I don't know what unit number it is, but it's all in the same complex. It's in the unmarked area outside that you just saw me at the start of the video. If you come into the parking lot, you will find the place. They put little posters up outside to say when there's a race here. And yeah, it's all new. This is the track. It is a pop-up track, so they do collapse it and then put it away at the end of the race days. So it may end up being monthly depending on turnouts. And again, if you want to know when this is happening, check on Facebook. Facebook groups is where all of the RC planning happens. So you just have to find that area for your location. And this one, it's called GFX Racing. Guys, so enjoyed the video, hit that like button if you're new here, subscribe. If you want to talk, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. Mini Z all year long.